and welcome to yet another edition of Wardy's Screencast, where today, by the way, it's me and mile 8 of my first and only marathon. I was happy at that point. Mile 26. Yeah. Anyway, today we are going to learn to use feedback and rubrics. Why? Good question. So we can make our writing the best it can be. Our bottom line is, anytime we do something in life, always do our best. So use the tools we have at our disposal. Feedback, rubrics are two of those tools. You'll know you've got it when you can respond to at least one piece of feedback in a meaningful way, use feedback to revise your writing, and use a rubric to self-assess and make final revisions. So with that said, let's get into it. Let's do it. Using feedback, we're going to use something called the triple R method, RRR. Back in the day, it was reading, writing, arithmetic. Read, write, math. Arithmetic was math. Well, now we're going to do something different with the triple R's when using feedback, and it's called read. You're going to read all your feedback. Respond. Respond to at least a piece of feedback. And revise your writing. So read, respond, revise. Read, respond, revise. Read, respond, revise. Yeah, we got the beat going. All right, let's go. Read the feedback. Step 1. Read it all carefully. Spend a lot of time writing comments. If you just click through, boom, 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 and you're done revising in like 5 minutes, you haven't done it. So read it all carefully. Sometimes you'll get something like this. This uses the tithe method perfectly. For example, the text states, giving you what the tithe was. Below, tithe is missing. Use tithe throughout just as it is used here. So I'm saying, hey, you did it well here. Below, you're missing it. So that's why you need to really read all of it. Because you just say, hey, use it perfectly, boom, click. You're going to miss the fact that, oh, I have to revise it below. Read it all. A lot of times I'll point out the positives. And not just, hey, it's missing here, but I want you to see you did do it right. We just need to revise a little bit more. Read it all carefully because you get something like this. This is first person, the word us. Write in third person. I'll give you an example. People. Suggested this change here. Make sure to remove all first person language throughout or below. If you just say, oh, I fixed this one, you're going to miss the fact that I have other edits to make. If it says read through for all of it, really read through your whole response and make sure you take care of it. So that's step 1. Read all the feedback. 2, respond. Respond to the feedback. There's 2 ways you can do this. You could ask specific questions to clarify feedback and suggestions. I know this says to capitalize proper nouns such as titles, but I don't know what proper nouns are. So what other things are proper nouns? Ask a question. It'll kick me an email saying you responded, and then I can come see you respond back. Another example. You can let the reviewer, the teacher, know what specifically you have learned from the feedback. Maybe you don't have a question. You're like, oh yeah, I understand what this means. Or I give you a positive piece of feedback and it reinforce something. So write something like this. Not just, thanks, or okay. No, we need something a little more meaningful. Thank you for reminding me that the 5 P's are parenthesis, person, page, parenthesis, period. I will include them next time so readers know the source location of the evidence. Don't just say, thanks, I'll do it. Really show why it's important. So that is respond. So we have read, respond, revise. Revise your work to make the best it can be. Make all revisions based on the feedback. Again, read the feedback carefully. If it says revise throughout, revise throughout. Double check your work in case the reviewer has missed something. It's possible. And I'm, again, not pointing out every single error. Sometimes it's going to be, hey, here's a suggestion here, or you did it right here, but there's errors below. You have to find them. That's feedback. Read, respond, revise. Read, respond, revise. All right. Now, when revising, you also want to use rubrics or the checklists. Assess yourself. Figure out, all right, what grade am I going to get if I turn it in right now? What can I do to make it even better? So 1, determine what you've learned using the rubrics. That's one reason. And 2, determine what you need to work on next. And you can make final revisions. So that's why we use rubrics. All right, what have I really learned? Did I learn it? I need to fix this. So for example, you're now going to have, you're going to see 10:11 to 11:1. So this is the assignment. So you're going to open it up. And you're now going to have the Common Lit link, your original draft. There's also now a Google form and a race rubric. Click and open that rubric. All right, really go through and go, all right, to get a 3 and restate title, author, and correct form. Topic, title, author, correct form. Oh, title or author. I'm missing one. I want to get all the points. Let me put it in. Go through. It says Tive and the 5 Ps. I just might use Tive or the 5 Ps. So really, and then, multiple piece of evidence. If I only have one piece of evidence, I can only get this. And realize that evidence is worth triple what everything else is worth. It's a big thing. If you can't prove it, we can restate, we can answer. Eventually, explanation will be worth triple as well. But we haven't worked on that specifically yet. But citing evidence, Tive 5 Ps, worth triple. So really go through. When you're done that, you're going to open up the Google form, and it's going to really have you self-assess. Go, all right, restating the question. I'm going to give myself a 3, 2, 1 or not yet. Why would I give it that many points? So you have to explain why. Answering the question. So straight on down. The last one is you're going to add all these points up. So 3, 6, 9. Like I'm all, it's 18. Like add them all up, which you would give yourself. Put that answer here. Then use the chart at the bottom to figure out what grade percentage do I think I'm going to get. So at the end of this rubric, you think, I got 21 out of 24. That's a 92%. I got 16 out of 24. It's an 82%. And if you're seeing something out here, revise it before you turn it in so we get the best score possible. And then comfort level in writing race responses. See if we're a little more comfortable now. So, remember we are going to read, revise, respond. So I'll put this on the board, but that is really what we're going to do today. And with that said, Wardy is out of here.